at Sydney Dragway. I'm sure you've seen this place before. It's kind of iconic in the world of racing.
Absolutely. It has burnouts and a sick-ass drag strip. I can't wait to see these guys get it on their purpose-built burnout pad for Australia burnouts. It's sick.
So if you haven't seen any of the other stuff, we are here in Australia. We wanted to check out the car culture, check out the burnout cars, check out the drift cars, check out the time attack cars, a little bit of everything. So we're here checking out all that stuff. And today we're gonna start with a very unique vehicle. It's something that you wouldn't expect. It doesn't look like anything much, but it's something awesome. At least for me, I love this car. What's up, my boy?
Hey, boys.
How you doing?
Welcome to Australia. Are you well?
Oh, I'm super well, man. What are we calling you, though? We're calling you Dorsey.
Dorsey. Everyone calls me Dorsey.
Yeah, Chris Dorsey.
Yeah.
Why do they call you that?
My last name's Dor.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's a typical Australian thing. Yeah.
Just add letters on the back end of stuff.
Last name.
Yeah, the
Add IE to the end of everything.
IE or O or...
You're Australian already.
Yeah, we're learning. So Dorsey, he picked us up from the airport.
Yeah.
There's a Hakusuka Haku, R35 GTR,
That's it.
and then it was this car.
Just the Civic, mate.
And me being who I am, I turned down the Haku, I turned down the R35, and I was like, I'm gonna go check out the Civic, because why would they bring a Civic unless it was cool? Let's go ahead and just show the people why we love this car so much.
It's because it's yellow and it's a breeze, so it's lightweight, right?
Well, yellow's good for YouTube, so. Oh my God.
That is a Neo head. That is a Neo head.
Yeah, VVL.
Explain to the people that have no idea what this head is really about. How does this all work? What makes there's three cam lobes, right?
Yeah. You got two main cam lobes, so two different settings, and essentially the biggest downfall of an SR20 is the floating rocker, right? So if you hit a rev limit, you essentially blow the rocker up, and your day's done, right? So we did a few of them, 27 to be exact. We need to find a different solution for it. So these P11 and P12 heads come out of a Nissan Primera. It's a front wheel drive, like a family car, kind of like a Pulsar almost.
Right.
But being front wheel drive, they run a distributor. And essentially what we did is we've machined it, converted it to rear wheel drive, and it's hydraulically controlled. So you've got two cam lobes, like in the VTEC, that opens a lobe or closes a lobe, and you have a different pitch on it. So essentially we have two different cams running in the car. Low down cam for good torque off the line, and then up top you can put whatever you want in it. I think it's about 315 is the stock duration, which is massive.
Yeah, that's insane.
So the other benefit is the rockers are actually held on a metal bar, so they don't float. So they're actually fixed into the head like the Hondas. So you can rev the guts out of it. The rev limit on this is 10 grand.
Oh,
so why don't more people do this?
It's expensive and a pain in the ass.
So with good comes evil.
Yeah. We did this ourselves, but to do this in a shop, you're probably looking at 10 grand conversion.
What kind of machine work is involved in it then?
I don't want to give away all the secrets. Essentially, you've got to put a new oil pump on it, so that starts bare block. So you got to machine the face of the top of the oil pump so you don't get leaks. You got to block off a certain oil gallery. Once the head's bolted on, you then need a new Hall effect sensor because you don't have a cam sensor anymore.
Right.
That used to be the distributor.
Correct. Yeah, exactly right. So we now tune up a Hall effect sensor into the Haltech Elite.
Shout out to Haltech.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
That's right here coming off of your cam.
Yeah, so it picks up a magnet on the inside of the cam and essentially gives the engine or gives the ECU a home signal. Essentially, it's a Nissan S15 200SX running gear, front to back, and we've grafted it into a Honda body. So this is a factory Nissan radiator, factory mount, and you've got cradle, everything.
So wait.
You got some BCs on it too.
Yeah, you gotta rock the BCs.
How did you do that?
So essentially, we cut the towers here, the stock towers, and then we laser lined both cars and got the dimensions, and then we essentially set the heights. So this on a wheel aligner is actually within 4% of an S15. So
wow.
The main difference is it's actually 1.5 inches longer than the S15 chassis, which no one
longer?
believes. Yeah,
longer.
So
this car.
We put the stock drive shaft in and it fell out.
This car is longer in the wheelbase than an S15.
Yeah, there's just no boot on it, so that's why it looks like a lot.
Yeah.
So R200 diff, S15 rear cradle, custom drive shaft, obviously. We could have moved the motor slightly forward. We've got a lot of space here. but you mess up the suspension geometry of the S15 when you do that. So we wanted to keep it as factory as possible.
So did you keep the same mounts and everything on the trend or on the engine and everything?
Yeah, everything's the same. Cool. So we need engine mounts. We buy S15 engine mounts. Cool. We need tie rods. We need caster brackets. Everything is Nissan S15. Modification wise, we started with a stock motor. We blew that pretty quickly. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I went to a full built motor, Wiseco pistons, Nitto rod, Hypertune hot and cold side. So these Hypertune manifolds are a work of art. Yeah, I don't know if you guys get a lot of them over there, but
they're beautiful.
They're an amazing manifold. The hot side manifold is also Hypertune, which is probably one of the best on the market over here.
Okay.
For SR.
Yeah, that looks great. It looks long, super long.
Yeah. They're beautiful, man. We probably picked up 40 kilowatt just with that manifold. Wow. Manifold and obviously some turbo. We can put more boost into.
What size turbo is this?
It's a GTW Garrett 3476. It's the new one, but it's bush bearing. So it's kind of like the old TO4 style design in the wheel. Yeah. But just in a newer housing, a little bit more efficient.
Yeah. What kind of boost and power are you making out of that?
Man, at 20 pounds, which is what it's running now, it's just on 400 horsepower. We turn it up to 35 pounds when we need to. Makes about 420 kilowatts. That's probably 600 horsepower.
That's a good number.
Yeah. Excellent. So the guys at Impossible Fab, I've been friends with them for a long time. We built the car essentially after work. You know, we would do a full day's work, 6 to 7 o'clock, go to the workshop, crack a few beers, and we knocked the original fabrication out about 5 weeks. We were doing it for an event.
Yeah.
And that's why it is a little bit rough around the edges somewhere, but man, it was never meant to be a show car.
Yeah,
it was meant to come and pounce some areas in the street.
Right. You got S15, or those are Z brakes?
No, they're S15.
S15 brakes?
So we because we bought an S15, we had everything with us. So we have brakes, we have cradles, suspension, everything here is Nissan running gear.
Let's see.
The only Honda parts left are the yellow body.
I love the yellow body though.
Yeah, it'll never change.
Honestly, I wanted a Phoenix yellow Civic forever.
There you go.
No, trust me, I'm genuinely a fanboy of this car.
Yeah.
Man, so I mean, you got your nice stock interior.
There's not too much going on in the interior wise, to be honest.
Yeah.
They didn't stop at the front. It's still.
Oh yeah. So this is a bit messy down here, but again, this is
the S15 upright or perches in the back.
That's it. So we got one of my old man's friends to actually roll
sheet
this
metal.
an old. I've never seen the machine before, but it's like a hand wheel, you know?
It's a little slip roll. It's called a slip roll.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
That's what I'm going to assume anyways that they used.
And then we grafted that into the Honda body, but we had to set our hose.
No, I thought you were hiding some more fuel stuff.
No, man. I painted this and then the next day spilled brake fluid in it. That was a bit of a punish.
Yeah, whatever. But the car's fast.
No
Who
one
cares?
ever sees the boot unless the fuel tank's leaking. So.
Oh yeah, you got a big old tank back here.
Yeah, she's 60 liters.
What?
Yeah, 60 liters.
You never got to get gas.
No, it'll do 700 k's a tank if I needed to.
Dude, that is.
So it's still got the Honda fuel mileage?
Yeah.
I don't want to lose that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, this is.
Now it's tuned on ethanol though, E85. We actually get that on the pump over here.
Even better.
Yeah, so
E85
we can fill
is.
up on the way to the track.
Let's hear this thing.
All right.
Hey, look at the little.
Mustache. A mustache.
Yeah, she's in disguise, mate.
Dude, nobody would expect this. Now, I'm gonna warn you guys. It sounds tame right now, but wait till he opens it up.
Yeah, it is out of control.
Well, I mean, if you're ready, I think we're ready.
Let's have a crack.
Let's see what Dorsey's all about.
Exhaust, right? Perfect. All right, so don't be scared to make as much smoke as you possibly can, and like as much limiter as you want.
Oh yeah, there she is. Is she doing all right?
Yeah, I hope so.
She a little warm, huh?
Yeah, a little bit warm.
You got a little brake fire? Whoa.
That's a Civic.
Kill it! Kill it!
Kill it. She's a little hot.
Dorsey, you feel pretty good?
Yeah, it's good, man.
Are you ready?
Good to pop a skid.
Are you ready to wrap it for us while they put out your fire?
Yeah, why not?
That's all right! It makes sense why they wanted fire safety here. They just know Dorsey.